Okay, so it has been a week since Australia got Disney Plus. Last Tuesday we got it. The week before that, it launched completely in America, and it has been 2 weeks of Disney Plus initially, and that means we have 3 episodes of their 2 kickoff shows, their 2 fictitious launch titles, which were The Mandalorian and High School Musical, the musical, the series. Yes, that's the name. Now, as I just said, we are 3 episodes in of both shows, and they're going to be shorter seasons, so I thought I might as well break it down now while Disney Plus is hot as hell, and everyone's starting to get into it. I thought I'd break down the only 2 fictitious shows they have. They have a couple of Disney original series that are, fact, they're documentary kind of style, and then they have their movies, but these are the only 2 fictitious shows they've got at the moment. So let's kick things off with The Mandalorian. This is obviously a Star Wars-based series, a Disney Plus-based series that's created by Jon Favreau, and it stars Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian. Now, it is kicking off very, very hot because it is now the most streamed show in the US. Now, that breaks Stranger Things' 5-month run, which is huge. They've broken that completely. Now, I'm going to take a shot at Mandalorian for a second. I love the show, but I'll tell you why it's the most streamed. Because everyone gets that cheap subscription to Disney Plus, and there's only 2 shows you got to choose between when it's talking about original content. And what are you going to choose between The Mandalorian or High School Musical, the series? I think you know which one's going to be streamed more. But saying that, the show has been damn good. It has been movie quality. It has been such a great story to follow so far, and the score I am absolutely loving. The biggest thing for this show is, I think, the movie quality style of series. It literally looks like you're watching a movie, which is such a big thing because when you put so much time and effort into the show, it makes people want to watch it, and it's just looked absolutely beautiful. The effects have been great. The story has been so good so far with only 3 episodes in. Now, I'm not going to get into spoilers because it's only 3 episodes in. It's only been around for a week in Australia, so if you're an Australian viewer, you haven't had much time at all. And even if you're an American viewer, you're only had 2 weeks. Now, this show in general is only going to go for 8 episodes. We're almost halfway through the series, but I thought I'd just talk about the start run without getting too much spoilers. I'm really liking the show. Without getting hard into the plot, it's just basically following a Mandalorian, and that's a very intriguing character. That's what we saw from Boba Fett. Even though he wasn't actually a Mandalorian, I think he stole the Mandalorian armor, but that's the look. He looks like Boba Fett, and he's just a bounty hunter. That's just a cool guy to follow. That's a cool character to follow. We haven't even seen his face. Like, it's very, very intriguing to see this go along into a world of Star Wars that is so damn popular, even through episode 8 and all that shit. We won't get into that. But a world that's so damn popular, but we're not seeing characters we know, and I think that's what makes it so damn intriguing. The other thing with this series is the big character that has popped up. It's a character we haven't seen before, but it's kind of lighting the internet aflame. Now, if you have not seen this character, well done. You've avoided masses of spoilers for it because it is absolutely everywhere. But also, this thing is everywhere. It has just been so good to see all the memes, the pictures, all of that. This character has literally taken the world by storm. Even Pedro Pascal has said it's stolen my thunder, but I don't even care. It's just a cool character, and I'm not going to spoil it for people that haven't seen The Mandalorian yet. I'd be impressed if you haven't seen the character because it's probably been everywhere, but it's a fun character, and I'm excited to see more of it as we go along through the series. I'm excited to see more of this series as we go along, because at the moment, yes, it's kind of heating up. I think 3 leans you in more of a direction. Episode 3 that came out on Friday, it kind of leans you towards this direction of this is where we're going with the series. The first 2 episodes don't really give you that, hey, this is where we're going. It just kind of gives you the, hey, this is who the Mandalorian is, which I really, really liked, that kind of intrigue. My only problem with the show is that it's only 30 minutes. Now, generally that's not a really big problem. It has no ads, 30 minutes isn't too bad. But because you've only got 8 episodes, generally shows that are on Netflix that are only like 8, 6 episodes, 12 or whatever, they're usually, thicker in length. They're like a 40-minute episode, a 50-minute episode. I think the highest episode was only 38 minutes or something ridiculous like that. So I'm hoping they can, extend the length as they go along. Obviously, being an original series, you don't really have to fight your time with the TV producers or anything like cut it down. You can do whatever you want, which I like, but I'm really intrigued to see where they go with this. The whole world seems to be adoring the series with a 9.1 on IMDb and a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. The individual IMDb episode ratings range between high 8s and a low 9, which is absolutely astonishing. I'm really liking where this is going. I'm very intrigued by it, and it is such great to get everyone bring back the passion into Star Wars that was kind of taken away with Episode 8. Now make sure you guys let me know, without spoiling for the people that haven't seen it, but let me know what you're thinking of The Mandalorian so far. Again, only 3 episodes in, but we're almost done with 8. So we got every single Friday we're going to be releasing a new episode, I think, for the most part, which is that weekly series old school method, which Netflix does not use. Now let's break down the other fictitious launch series, which was High School Musical, the series. Yes, I watched it and I've seen all 3 episodes. Now, I watched the first 2 episodes when they came out at Australian launch, because Australia was very lucky we got both episodes on the one day because the launch came out the week before. So we had 2 episodes waiting for us for both Mandalorian and High School Musical, the series. I'm planning to say that name as quickly as possible every single time. But I watched both episodes and then it brought me back for episode 3. I've been enjoying it. I have. I didn't expect to, honestly. You kind of get in those High School Musical purists, that are just like, oh, this isn't Troy Bolton, this isn't, Vanessa Hudgens, but it's not meant to be. It's not a remake. It's not a kind of reboot of any type or even a sequel. It's just, hey, this movie was really damn popular and it was filmed in your school. Let's do it as your school musical, and they're following the lives of that, kind of like a Modern Family where they're just like talking to the cameras. Or, The Office, where they're, making a series of what's happening, where they just go, bang, we're going to talk to the cameras and we're going to make this really almost fourth wall. But I'm enjoying it. I was surprised by that. People say it's very like Glee. This is not one that I'm going to go, oh, you need to watch, you need to watch, you need to watch. I think that's more The Mandalorian. I think if you're more a fan of musicals yourself, I think without seeing it, if you like musicals, you should watch it, I think. But if you don't, it's not something you would like. Basically, just like any musical, I don't think it's going to turn you around on musicals. It's not like elevating, like everyone needs to see this. It's not at all, but it is a fun series. It's a bit cringy at times. It's a bit teenish at times, but I'm somehow enjoying it. Maybe that's the nostalgia of being a 10-year-old kid loving High School Musical in me. But nonetheless, I'm going to keep it there because there's not like a much to break down when it comes to High School Musical series. Ridiculous name, by the way, but it does make sense when you really think about it in hindsight. But again, they're on the same weekly schedule as The Mandalorian, which means both The Mandalorian and HMS TMTS. That's not right. I think I said HS. Yeah, whatever it is, guys. They're both on the weekly schedules of Fridays, which I think is a method to kind of keep viewers around because they've only got the 2 launch titles at the moment to keep people coming back and using their subscription. I think a lot of that method was also making this subscription so damn cheap, so no one has a choice about being like, nah, I don't want it. It's like, look at the price. You cannot say no. They've got plenty of launch titles coming as well. There's big Marvel series going to come, and I'm sure there's other stuff they've got right up the sleeves, ready to pop. But what are you guys thinking of High School Musical, the musical series, Mandalorian, and Disney Plus in general? I dropped my Disney original video, a T-ranking video last week. Check that out if you haven't already. All that stuff. Subscribe, comment, keep coming back. Goes a long way. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I've been dropping reviews on there, pictures on there, series I'm talking about, whatever's on there. It's at Ace Davies, the same name of the channel. Got there eventually. Thank you guys so much for watching. But of course, have a good one.